Travel agents and tour operators and many others, but OTA is kind of, a lot of people refer to it as just distribution. Receptive operator is a good one. Receptive operator is still used in the industry, it still exists. There's some huge company of receptive operators. So a receptive operator is somebody who sits in the middle. So they might be a receptive operator for the USA, and they sell US products, and they have the contracts for all the US products, and they resell those in Germany to a travel agent. Is that a good description?
Yeah, what do you refer to like the destination management company, like or an inbound?
Or an inbound
agency.
Yeah. They're basically they're a middleman. They sit in the middle and they resell it. It's like a wholesale. They resell. They keep 5%. They resell to a tour operator or to a travel agent. The word tour operator is really confusing to most people because a traditional tour operator is a TUI or a Thomas Cook or someone who operates packages and that sort of thing and has buses and runs around the place. Many of us are also referred to as tour operators as well. So it's not clear exactly what that word means anymore. RECEPTIVE decided that the word for most of us in this room is operator. So operator is someone who runs a tour, whether that be a bus tour, a walking tour, a food tour, whatever it is. Another word for an operator you often hear is supplier. We all supply tours and products to OTAs and others. API is the word that gets thrown around all over the place. Really gets used interchangeably. Application, program, interface. It doesn't matter, and you should never tell anybody that you know what it means. It doesn't matter. It's just called API. Most people don't. An API is not a complicated thing. It's just a communications channel. So, for example, a availability API is something that's commonly used. So, Expedia has a availability API with Resdi, and you load your inventory onto Resdi. And when Expedia gets someone on that website and says, hey, I'd like to book this walking tour for next Tuesday, it sends a quick message to Resdi, and Resdi says, oh, I know the tour you mean, I've got a little ID here, next Tuesday, 2 o'clock, yep, we have seats available, sends it back, Resdi says, great, I've got 2 people for next Tuesday, yep, we have 2 seats back, here's the price. And it's just a communications channel, it sends information backwards and forwards. So most people, when they talk about APIs in this industry, is just checking availability. It's having the ability to, in real time, check that your product is available, which is what these ResTech companies do. I'll come back to ResTech in a minute. Another thing that APIs do is another communications channel they have is the reservation. So the booking information gets sent automatically from one to another. So they're just different channels of information. Another word people use in terms of APIs is, are you integrated? So if someone says, are you integrated with an OTA, it means, do you have an API? Are you connected? Can they check your availability? What else have we got? Any other words that people get confused with? Oh, channel manager. Actually, let me jump back to ResTech, because ResTech, so ResTech's a new word that somebody made up last couple of years. Generally in this industry, it's referring to the booking platforms, reservation platforms, booking platforms. It's your Resdis and your Peaks and your Ventratas and Bokens and Fair Harbors and all those people, ResTech. Generally, they're able to manage your operations, the back end of your operations. They deal with all your bookings. They're generally connected to OTAs via API, so they can handle your real-time availability. You all should be using something like that, in my opinion. You all need some technology that can take you into the future. And I'm going to do a little workshop later about choosing your technology. Channel manager is another new one, which nobody knows what it means. Even people that have them don't know what it means. We could ask everyone in this room and we'd have 20, 30 different definitions. So channel manager was a hotel thing. Hotels have rooms. They allocate those rooms to Booking.com, Expedia.com, hotel beds, whatever they have. And they manage blocks of rooms. And it's very important for a hotel because they have guaranteed blocks and they have guaranteed rates. And it's very important they have some software to manage those allocations. That's just how hotels run. For tours and activities, we don't generally do that, right? We just have seats available or spaces available. Most of us don't care who gets it, if Expedia gets it, or Booking gets it, or TripAdvisor gets it. But generally, a channel manager is referring to just that space where you can manage your product in relation to distribution channels. So it manages your rates that you have on Expedia, it might manage the availability that you have in TripAdvisor. It's just a layer of software in the middle that manages those channels for you. I don't know if that made it any clearer, but you'll hear a lot of people using the word channel manager, and don't be afraid to ask them, if you meet someone who says they have a channel manager, don't be afraid to ask them exactly how that works, because it's not clear just by them saying the word. You don't need to feel silly because you don't understand what they do. You could be doing this stuff for 10 years, you wouldn't understand what half these companies do. Which, just in general, in technology, don't be afraid to ask people. There's quite a few technology people here. If you don't understand exactly how their system works or what it does for you, just be very open. These guys talk to people every day. They understand that most people aren't in technology. They don't understand how these things work. So just ask this what you think is a silly question. It's probably not a silly question. Is a destination marketing organization. DMO is generally run by a city, so Berlin's got a DMO called Visit Berlin, okay, I should have guessed that. They're usually funded by the city or funded by some hotel tax or something, and they represent the city internationally.